Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Thursday, November 20th, 2012. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, Governor Bill Haslam says he's taking advantage of an extended deadline that the federal government has given states regarding health insurance exchanges. AEDC is the recipient of the Air Force Organizational Excellence Award. Voter turnout for this year's presidential election fell below the turnout of 2008. And if you are unable to afford a Thanksgiving meal this year, we'll tell you where you can find one. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
Jay Gregory invites you to spend part of your holiday season in Bell Buckle this year. The merchants at Southern Charm make gift buying easy, offering Jay Jordan's quality clothing and other designer fashions, pad rags, silly cow chocolate, shabby chic homemade distressed furniture, antiques, jellies, jams, and a gourmet food line from the world-famous Bell Buckle Cafe. And speaking of the Bell Buckle Cafe, make sure you stop by and enjoy some of Tennessee's best home-style cooking. If over some pork or a great dessert, you think of your upcoming event, go see Martha at the Bell Buckle Banquet and Recital Hall. Wedding, banquet, company party, business meeting, or just a group of friends getting together to have some fun. Martha can help you set a menu, decide on decorations, and ensure your event is successfully delivered in a big town way with small town charm. Jay Gregory has given you an invitation, so visit Southern Charm, the Bell Buckle Cafe, and the Bell Buckle Banquet Hall this holiday season. Visit Bell Buckle. Give yourself a gift.
Serving you as a local firefighter.
Proudly served our country in the United States Air Force.
Serving Tullahoma.
Helping our kids.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop. Your comfort is our service. We'd like to thank Tullahoma for the privilege of serving your heating and cooling needs.
Hello, this is J.D. Oliver from the Smokehouse on Mount Eagle Mountain. Me and my sisters Nancy and Betsy would like to thank you all for your continued support. This year we're celebrating our 50-year anniversary at the Smokehouse. In conjunction with our 50-year celebration, we are bringing Music on the Mountain every Saturday night, 7 p.m. till 10 p.m., featuring the best of Nashville. We have had some wonderful singers, hit songwriters, and Nashville's rising stars have taken the stage. Come out this Saturday night and every Saturday night through the end of the year. Make it a date night or bring the whole family. Help us celebrate 50 years in the community. Music on the Mountain is free every Saturday night at Jim Oliver Smokehouse.
Hey, this is Sean Mayer. I'd like to invite everybody out to the Smokehouse every Saturday night for great music and awesome food.
Thank you very much, y'all.
Tullahoma Drug has a gift for keeping well. You know about prescriptions, but there's so much more to tell. There's a gift for all occasions, for body, soul, and mind. Cards to show you care, gifts to show your kind. There are remedies and recipes and treats, you'll want to eat them. Stacks of books from famous cooks and spectacles to read them. Shades and frames, puzzles, games, dishes, plates, and mugs. We're a Tullahoma treasure. We are Tullahoma Drug.
Life moves fast, but on the internet, it moves at super speed. Like the awesome video that was posted last night. Today it'll be shared, then adored, then parodied, then overexposed. And by tomorrow morning, rediscovered by a whole new generation of users.
Download faster, upload faster, stream faster, and experience life at the speed of internet with high-speed Charter Internet.
Welcome back. Governor Bill Haslam says he's taking advantage of an extended deadline the federal government has given states regarding health insurance exchanges. States had until Friday to inform the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services if they plan to set up their own health insurance markets. But the deadline has been extended to December the 14th. Haslam has yet to reach a decision, but the Republican governor says he's hopeful that in the coming weeks he will receive answers from Washington to questions he has about the exchanges, mainly the amount of flexibility Tennessee would have if it sets up its own exchange. Republican Senate Speaker Ron Ramsey of Blountville told reporters earlier this week that he expects the governor to keep his options open on the state-run exchanges.
Arnold Center is the recipient of the Air Force Organizational Excellence Award, AFOEA, for exceptionally meritorious service accomplished between January 1st, 2010 and December 31st, 2011. Colonel Raymond Toth, AEDC's commander, said, quote, the AFOEA recognizes the achievements and accomplishments of Air Force organizations and is awarded through a comprehensive vetting process. Being recognized with this award is an exceptional accomplishment and is a testament to how well our teamwork pays off. AEDC organizations who shared this award include AEDC Divisions, Tunnel 9 at White Oak, Maryland, and the National Full-Scale Aerodynamic Complex at Moffett Field in California. During the award period, AEDC is cited for operating the world's largest, most advanced, complex aerospace test facilities to support engineering analysis, technical research evaluations, system development, and operational programs for the Air Force and Department of Defense. The complex's quality of life improvements for its airmen, civilians, and contractors were also part of the award recognition.
More than 5,000 consumers in and outside of Tennessee will be eligible for refunds following an agreement involving several East Tennessee telemarketing firms and their operators. U.S. District Judge Ronnie Greer signed final agreements this week that provides an estimated $1 million to consumers harmed by alleged deceptive business practices. Attorney General Bob Cooper sued earlier this year on behalf of the Tennessee Department of Commerce and Insurance Consumer Affairs Division. The state's investigation focused on operations that included using coercive tactics to sell long-term magazine subscriptions. The agreement indicates that over a 6-year period, the defendants took in roughly $20 million from consumers across the country. Named in the lawsuit are Mountain Area Communications, LLC, American Publisher Service, LLC, Shauna R. McDonald, Eric N. McDonald, Zachary F. Haverland, Christopher M. Haverland, and G.H. McDonald.
And we'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
It is said that the eyes are the windows to the soul, and the Eye Care Center wants to make your eyes the best windows possible. The professionals at the Eye Care Center have been offering comprehensive eye care for over 30 years. From eye examinations to eye surgery, from children to seniors, we have the services you need. We pride ourselves on taking the time to fully understand our patients' wants and needs. Each patient is a unique situation and deserves our full attention and the latest treatment options. So call or stop by one of our 4 convenient locations and start seeing better today.
Say I'll love you forever at Woodard's Diamond Showroom inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma.
Mark, you've won just about everything there is to win in racing. What's next?
I'd like more people to know about ER Extra.
The emergency room at Harton Regional Medical Center?
I just want them to get the best care they can get.
That just gets me right here, Mark.
Maybe you'd like to pay them a visit.
ER Extra at Harton Regional Medical Center.
ER Extra. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
For the remaining days in 2012, it's not invoice. It's not MSRP. It's not Christmas Day, although it may feel like it. It's the lowest prices in Middle Tennessee, period. Get to Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram or Stan McNabb Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac before these prices are gone forever.
Welcome back. An unofficial tally of votes from the recent presidential election shows that more than 2.4 million people cast their ballots in Tennessee. According to the Secretary of State's office, 2,434,470 Tennesseans voted. That's down from nearly 2.6 million votes cast in the 2008 presidential election. This year, voters were required to show a photo identification before voting. Those who didn't have proper ID could vote provisionally. Secretary of State spokesman Blake Fontenay said Thursday that there were 674 photo ID related provisional ballots cast. 178 of those have been counted. Earlier this week, a coalition of poll watchers called for an audit of problems that they documented with Election Day voting. Tennessee Citizens Action organized the poll watching effort, and its director, Mary Mancini, said that while some precincts were run effectively and smoothly, many were not.
Iraqi war veterans Brian Iglesias and Anton Sadler presented their documentary film Chosin last Saturday at Motlow College. The film was brought to Tullahoma by local Marine veteran Curtis Hayes. Bob Payne spoke with Brian and Curtis after the screening.
Hello, my name is Curtis Heiss. I'm a resident of the Tullahoma and Winchester area. I'm also a Marine Corps veteran, served in the Marines from 2002 through 2006. And as a Marine Corps veteran, one of the things that we're taught about is all of the battles that the Marines have taken part in throughout the Marine Corps history. And one of those really important battles in Marine Corps history is the Battle of Chosin Reservoir. And I have with me here now Mr. Brian, actually Major Brian Iglesias from the United States Marine Corps Reserves, who is the director/producer of the movie Chosin, along with Anton Sadler, who couldn't be here with us today. And they made an outstanding documentary about this battle. After I purchased the movie myself and watched it, I realized that more people needed to see it. And so I decided to host a public screening of the event in this area here at Motlow State Community College today. And so I got here Brian with me. I'm going to ask him a few questions about, just kind of why they made the movie and his story. So Brian, can you tell us a little about your journey in making this movie?
Sure. I too am a Marine, served about 13 years on active duty, currently on my 4th year of reserve duty. I'm an infantry officer, served in the Iraq War, and I also have a film degree and decided to pursue my passion for filmmaking and storytelling. And the first story that came to mind was the Chosin Reservoir campaign. It's one of the top 3 iconic battles in Marine Corps history. It's extremely important to Marines. We learn about it at enlisted and officer boot camp, and no one's told that story effectively. So me and another Marine, we hired some other veterans, and we got on the street, drove around in a van for 8 months, came home in my spare bedroom, edited on a laptop computer, and then we went to the GI Film Festival. We won the Best Documentary Film, and from there we've screened in theaters with the support of Pepsi. We've screened it in South Korea, all over the United States. It's on pay TV, it's on Amazon, it's on Netflix, on iTunes. And we really owe the success of the film to all the people who watch the film and they share it, and people like Curtis who see the film and they understand it's important to remember their sacrifice, and to host an event like this where people can come out and celebrate the Korean War vets and what they've done for us. It's very important.
Well, and we just appreciate what you've done because, like you said, we're taught about it from a very early point in our time in the Marine Corps. But from one of the things that I've discovered is not a lot of people, even some service members from the other branches, they just don't know about this battle. And it's just one of the things they're not taught about. Marines, on the other hand, we're very proud of the battles that we participated in. As I watched this movie and started telling people about it, just people on the street, they'd never heard of Chosin or the Battle of Chosin Reservoir, or Frozen Chosin, or the Chosen Few as it's referred to sometimes. And it really, in large, people just don't know much about the Korean War in general. And so that's one of the reasons why after I watched the movie I realized, this needs to be put out there. People need to see this movie. When I first thought of it, I thought, well, maybe I can maybe I can get a room at a community center, something very small, and set up some chairs and a projector and a screen, something very small key. But as I got to thinking about it and talking to more people about it, I realized, you know what, that's not sufficient. These guys, these Korean War veterans who went through 30 below degree weather, fighting an enemy that outnumbered them 10 to 1, fought their way out when they really weren't expected to win, deserve more than that. And so when I contacted Motlow, I thought about their great auditorium. I started enlisting people to help provide food for the reception afterward. It just mushroomed into this huge event. And we had, someone told me they counted 107 people here today. So I think that's a success. And maybe some of those people, after watching it, will say, hey, maybe I can do my own screening. Maybe some people from other areas outside of the Tullahoma area will contact Brian and host their own Chosin screening. Anybody can do it just like I did.
And that's the idea. And I appreciate all the people who came, and Curtis and the college for doing this, because the Korean War is known as a forgotten war, and our goal in doing all of this is to change that so it's known as the forgotten victory.
Stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6.
Our office used to look like this, but now with My Paper-Free Office from R.J. Young, it's easy. We've made all of our files electronic and stored them in our virtual filing cabinet, which gave us tons of space. And Bob here, a big promotion. Melissa can pull files in minutes and spends hours on Facebook. And Kyle's confidential files stay confidential.
We're not totally paper-free, right?
My paper-free office from R.J. Young. It's that easy.
Citizens Tri-County Bank has offices in Tullahoma. And for your banking convenience, offices all across this region. At Citizens Tri-County Bank, we listen when you tell us what you want in banking. So at our beautiful new Tullahoma downtown office at 201 North Jackson Street, enjoy the kids' playroom, home-like fireplace sitting area, drive-up 24/7 ATM, ample parking, and lighted and camera-monitored drive-thrus. Citizens Tri-County Bank, the only community bank you'll ever need. Welcome to Camino Real, home of the area's most authentic Mexican food. Expect quality service in a friendly environment that features the only truly authentic Mexican food in the area, with favorites like tacos, fajitas, enchiladas, burritos, tostadas, freshly made guacamole, and Mexican rice, all made from scratch using homemade Mexican recipes and only the freshest ingredients. Come and enjoy a meal at Camino Real with the great food, friendly service, and warm atmosphere of Old Mexico.
Welcome back. Tullahoma Mayor Lane Curley stopped by yesterday to bring us up to date on recent activities at the Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Aldermen.
Well, I'm pleased to present a summary of the City Council meeting that was held on Monday evening. First, we were very pleased that several staff from U.S. Display were there to receive some recognition. A couple of weeks ago, there was a fire in their facility on North Washington Street or South Washington Street. And so the employees, because of their training and because they were prepared, they were able to put out the fire themselves. And it was potentially a very serious fire. And there was a $1 million piece of equipment that was involved, and they knew exactly what to do. And so we were pleased to recognize them for really a job well done. So later in the meeting, we did pass on second reading a tree ordinance. And you might be thinking, why are they dealing with a tree ordinance? Well, trees are important not only because they sustain life, but because I think most everyone would agree that a tree provides landscaping and beauty to the community. Those of us that have taken a small plane over Tullahoma, we have absolutely a beautiful tree canopy. So we try to do everything that we can to preserve trees in the community. So that was the purpose of that. I also very happy that Jennifer Amacher, who's the director or interim director of Planning and Codes, presented a very interesting proposal on Monday night. And she calls it a sign sweeper. Many of us are frustrated because mostly out-of-town businesses are guilty of placing signs along the roadway, particularly at busy intersections. And frankly, it just makes the community look trashy. So there are 150 miles of road in Tullahoma, so there's no way that a two-person planning and codes department can monitor all that along with their other responsibilities. So what she's proposing in that we have 8 volunteers, 2 from each quadrant in the community, to be sign sweepers. And those sign sweepers are very much volunteers, and on a regular basis they go through their quadrant and they sweep up all of the illegal signs. So I'm very pleased that Ms. Amacher made that proposal, and I think it will be very well received in the community. But we all want a clean and attractive community, not only for the residents that live here, but for people that might want to invest in our community. So that was the purpose of this, is to try to make us a more clean and attractive community, and I think we're on the right track. And we're doing a lot of other things to make it a clean and attractive community as well. But this is a good continuation of that effort. So that's pretty much a summary of what happened at the City Council meeting on Monday evening. Thank you.
Mayor Curley and his wife Evelyn will once again be providing Thanksgiving dinner on Thursday for Tullahoma residents who might not otherwise have a hot meal on the holiday. Lane provides us with more details.
Well, I'm thinking it was about 19 years ago that we learned there would not be meals delivered on Thanksgiving by Meals on Wheels because it was a holiday. And I thought, that's a shame that people that depend on those meals would not receive a meal that day. So we organized a small group of volunteers, and we actually delivered those meals. Well, that tradition continues. As I said, I believe this is the 19th year, and we will serve approximately 400 to 500 meals to struggling family members. If people are able to, we would love to be able to serve them. We will be doing that this year in the A-Frame building at Trinity Lutheran Church. And that Trinity Lutheran Church is at the intersection of Cedar Lane and Wilson Avenue. So anyone that would like, if you're lonely or you're just a struggling family and you want to have a nice meal, then you're welcome to come and join us. We'll be serving the meals from like 11 until 12:30 on Thanksgiving Day. If you are not able to drive or have no transportation, then you need to let me know. The number is 588-0678, and then we can deliver a meal or meals to you. So, I recognize that there are people out there that are struggling financially, or maybe there's some low-income single moms or unemployed. If you're watching this or just lonely and want to enjoy a Thanksgiving meal, just let us know and we'll take care of that. Again, 588-0678. Now, if you'd like to volunteer to help that day, we'd love to have you as well. So just let me know at that same number, and then we'll get back in touch with you, whether you can help serve or help deliver or help package the go meals or bring desserts. We need all kinds of help to feed, we estimate, between 400 and 500 people that day. So we think it's just a great community effort. We depend on our volunteers, and if you can help, we'd love to have you. Thank you.
Don't forget to tune into this week's Living Show tonight at 6:30 p.m., Thursday morning at 9 a.m., Thursday, Friday, and Saturday evenings at 6:30 p.m. This week's guests include local musician Matt Brock, who will let us know about his plans for a new album he would like to record. Also, singer Lauren Presley is in town writing a song with Charlie Allen. We've talked her into coming by and singing for us. And we'll have lots of ideas about how you can keep it local when you start buying for the upcoming Christmas season. All that and more on this week's Living Show. We'll be right back in just a moment.
The highest standard of trust offers a sense of safety and comfort. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of trust in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
Hold on. You've got to hear this. I know. How'd I get so lucky?
Every call can be great when you're saving 35% or more. Join the millions who are already saving with Charter Phone.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's got to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
Since 1889, Traders Bank has been helping our neighbors realize their dreams. Whether our customers are looking to put a roof over their heads, try their hand at entrepreneurship, or see themselves behind the wheel of a shiny new car, the folks at Traders Bank have always been ready to dive in with them. Because at Traders, we lend you more than just money. We lend you our good name. Traders Bank, you're welcome.
Welcome back. The Tennessee Secondary School Athletic Association Board of Control voted on its new districting plans Thursday and brought Coffee County back into District 8 AAA into the 8 AAA fold. The Raiders have played in District 6 AAA for the past 4 years with Warren County, White County, Cumberland County, and Cookeville. By returning Coffee County to District 8 AAA, the board restored the district to its traditional 7-team configuration that includes Tullahoma, Coffee Coffee County, Franklin County, Shelbyville, Lincoln County, and Columbia and Lawrence County. The new alignment starts with spring sports and will continue for the next 4 years. In other news, Tullahoma Athletics Director Jerry Mathis, a longtime member of the Board of Control, was elected as Vice President of the organization.
The Tullahoma Lady Wildcats bounced back from a heartbreaking overtime defeat to Siegel Tuesday night with a 53-28 win on the road at Signal Mountain on Thursday. Tullahoma poured in 19 first-quarter points to take an 8-point lead that held through halftime. Then the Lady Cats broke it open with another 19-point outburst in the third quarter to take a 46-26 lead into the final stanza. Sophomore point guard Kentoria Alexander, who led her team in scoring with 17 points, also led that third quarter surge with a 10-point outburst. Katie Lett had 8 points for Coach Dale Ossip's Lady Wildcats. Erin and Lane had 7. Ashley McDonald and Antasia Wellington scored 6 each. Deja Morris added 5. Kirsten White scored 3. And Haley Bland rounded out the scoring with a free throw.
The Tullahoma Wildcats handed their new coach, Tim Barenhoff, his first win Thursday night, a 58-43 victory at Signal Mountain near Chattanooga. The Cats, still trying to incorporate about half the team, which had been playing football until last weekend, broke open a close game in the fourth quarter when they posted an 18-4 advantage. One of those football players is still trying to get his basketball legs, his senior Van Williams, who wound up leading the team with 14 points. Tyler Fishback with 13 and Markel Hickerson with 11 also scored in double figures for the Cats. Joseph London had 9, including 5 in the pivotal fourth period. Justin Hill had 4 of his points in the fourth quarter. Zane Price had 3 for the game, and Justin Brown and Jonathan Stovall had 2 apiece.
Stay with us. We'll be right back in a moment with your weather forecast.
Are you looking for a new car dealer that offers no games, no gimmicks, no hassles? Then look no further than Russell Barnett Kia. Keith Barnett here today with my nephew Clay to tell you about the all-new 2012 Kia Optima. Yours today for $21,995 after rebates and incentives. With America's best warranty, the 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. No games, no gimmicks, no hassles. My question is, tell them, Clay.
Why buy anywhere else?
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
This facility was built literally on the international date line to bring Charter customers tomorrow's technology first. Like Charter Internet, which was just made faster again. With speeds up to 100 megs, you can download a movie in 2 minutes. The #1 internet service provider in the nation. Click.
Fogelman, good luck with the presentation tomorrow.
Already nailed it.
Get Charter Internet Express for only $19.99 a month.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on the state. Our record high was in 1942 at 79 degrees. The record low was in 1951 at 14 degrees. The average high on the state is 59 and the average low is 37. For tonight, look for a few clouds in the sky with a low of around 45. Mostly sunny weather expected for Wednesday with a high of 69 and a low of 39. And mostly sunny weather expected for Thanksgiving Day with a high of 69 and a low of 42. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us each Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great night.